Hello everybody, this is the trend scan for the month of October here in the futures market. And let's start with the US equities. So, well, we're still showing bullishness and well, looking at the higher time frames, it's not a surprise, right? This is a very strong trend. That's a trend I call super trend, and there's no better trend I can see. Basically means that price is sitting on top of the 8 and fulfilling some other rules. But the nice thing is it has broken outside of this consolidation. It has broken the highest high that was established, and by breaking the highest high, it had formed here a nice S2 turtle pattern that has triggered as well, triggering here right here with this break. So since then we're moving steadily and nicely higher, and I believe we have started a vertical market, and I've done another video on that. Since the at the deepest deep of the Corona scare, we have started a vertical market and in US equities, and I believe that we're going to see a second leg that looks very similar to this one. A couple of months of big green bars. The first green bar has already been established, and we're going to see further ones, and this can easily double in price here. Well, that's the ES. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ looks similar. Well, it's even more bullish, right? And if we look here, if we look at the quarterly chart, well, we don't even see that anything special has happened. Well, this bar, this bottom wick is the Corona scare spike, and we basically see nothing, right? And we can see that this has already started a vertical market, right? Here, price goes vertically basically. So we've got the same pattern, and it has triggered nicely as well. Now the Russell of those US equities, the Russell has always been lagging. These are the small and I think the medium-sized companies, right? Russell 2000, and this now has as well broken to new high. That's another S1 pattern, a gecko on a monthly chart, and it has broken out of it has triggered an entry down here, and now it has broken the consolidation high and started to build a lot of bullishness. So from 1,500 to basically 2,000. I mean, it has already increased 30% in price in less than 2 months. So the Russell is catching up, and there's great opportunity. I don't know how that works. I mean, because we've got this crisis that is impacting a lot of small and medium-sized companies, but the charts tell the truth. So I trade what I see, basically. So let's have a look at the metals. Gold. I've always been very prudent here in gold. After it had spiked to a new high here, that was a pop in price, breaking the last high in 2011 at around $2,000. Well, now we're in a consolidation mode, and I've always been a little bit careful that this is a proper consolidation. It was just not ripe. Well, it has come down here, when it has stepped down a little bit more. Well, now we've got a third step. It's basically a 3-leg, well, it's a 3-leg pullback, right? 1, 2, and 3. It might even go lower. I'm not sure about that. But basically, where I'm drawing the line now is here. And I have to respect if this base is broken to the upside. Well, then this means that I want to be long, but it didn't break yet, and we have to be cautious. It looks very similar for silver. Let's have a look at platinum. Platinum is much more interesting now. Platinum has been lagging, right? Well, still, let's have a look at silver quickly. So in silver. In silver, we have seen this quick up move, right? This spike higher from the Corona low of 12 to 30. So it more than doubled within just a couple of months. So it has run the course of these stop run levels, and I've made an extra video on that. Let's have a look here. This is a stop run move. And I'm showing you because I'm expecting basically the same thing for platinum. So what it did here, that's a stop run move. This weekly bar takes out these 3 stops and takes out these other stops. So a big stop run move, and I'm expecting the same thing to occur. So here again on the monthly, we can see this quick stop run move. So I'm actually I'm expecting the same thing to happen with platinum. It's lagging both gold and silver, but the chart setup is very similar to the silver chart, and it's undervalued as well against the gold historically. So I'm expecting here, well, we might see here a nice move towards the 200 moving average. So it could actually increase in price of 30 to 40% within the next couple of months. And as we do start to run, we'll re-break this important level, the base of this, and then this will be a clearly bullish signal coming from a quarterly chart. So there's a lot of potential. It's way undervalued, platinum, and there have been a good number of charting signals in lower time frame as well, patterns that can be traded. Now copper is surprisingly bullish. I haven't traded copper a lot, but it looks very bullish here. Again, here we see the Corona sell-off, and then since then, well, it's recovering beautifully, and it has broken here. It has broken the last high, or it's testing the last high. This is resistance. Should it break this high, you see it's resistance of price. So should it break this level, well, then there's actually nothing that holds copper to the upside, because then this can be seen as a consolidation, and the consolidation is always a trend following, and we're coming from down here, so we can expect a measured move of this type that brings us towards to the $6 level. Now crude oil is kind of special, right? We already had this dramatic sell-off, this brutal sell-off in crude oil. That gave prices that showed prices below. I think it was 740 down here. That's the low spike, and this is something I had expected. The price might go in this area, because this is a momentum move, and that's a consolidation. That's just a measured move. I've been talking about that all the way back here in 2017, that we should see crude oil going lower, which is kind of surprising, as we've been right before the financial crisis at above 220, and now currently, well, we are around 50. I think that was a low, and we should see higher prices to come, but there's a lot of resistance to cut through. So I don't think this will be easy, right? This early uptrend, and I'm just checking how things are developing here. Now, natural gas is still down, and it has broken some important support and resistance up here on the weekly, right? It has broken that, and now it has run through, and now we just have a test of that level. I actually see natural gas, well, it's a clear downtrend, so I'm seeing that going lower, maybe towards the $2 level, or even lower. We'll have to see how that develops. The US dollar index, well, I'm very bearish the US dollar in general. The US dollar is kind of the weakest currency pair of the most liquid ones, and that means that the US dollar index as well shows weakness, because that's a basket of the major currencies, and we can see that here, right? That it's going down. So going down means the dollar loses value, and there's a lot of room to go down to the 85 level, and we've got a couple of stop run levels aligned here, so we might really get surprised by the momentum that the chart is showing, and that US dollar weakness, additional US dollar weakness. We already saw quite some weakness from 100 to 90, so that's 10%. We might actually see a US dollar weakness bring the index down to 80, because this is the next level of support and resistance. So I'm bearish. I've got a clearly bearish view here on the US dollar index. Thank you.